Hey everyone, welcome to SFDC Stop, and in this video we are going to learn about getter and setters in LWC. Okay, so what I have done till now, I have created a very simple component named as animal, and this component is going to display some details of the animal. Like let's say our animal name is cat, so it is going to display the name and age and some other things about the animal, right? So let's say our animal name is cat here. So I'm just going to define some attributes. Let's say the name of the animal, which is nothing but cat. Okay. The age of the animal, which is nothing but, let's say our cat is 1 year old. Okay. And I can also specify a new age attribute, which I'll be using to change the age of this particular animal. Okay. So initially my new age attribute is having a value as 0, and that's it. Okay, so inside our card I can say that animal name is nothing but I can say name. Okay, and if I say here that I am adding a br tag, and then I'm saying animal age is nothing but age, and then I'm adding another br tag, and then I'll do something else. So right now I'm just displaying the name and age of the animal, which is nothing but cat and 1, right? Let's see how it's looking. Animal name is cat and animal age is 1, right? So right now, what I want a functionality that I should be able to update the age of my animal, right? Let's just define a lightning input, and this lightning input is going to have a label as update age, and this lightning input should also have a value, and this value is going to be nothing but the new age of my animal. So initially the new age is 0, I can say the value is new age. Okay, and I can say that on change of this value, I am going to call a method or a function, and that function name is update age. Okay, and that's it, right? So I can close my lightning input, and that's it. So I have defined a lightning input over here, which is going to call my update age function whenever a value is changed in this particular input. So let's define this function now, update age, and inside this function I'm going to say that let's say I am going to say this dot new age is equal to event dot target dot value. Okay, and event is nothing, it is coming in the parameter because I have added a on chain handler, and I have added this function, binded this function to the on chain handler, so I will be getting the new value whichever I am typing at event.target.value, and I am assigning my new age variable to this particular value. Okay, let's see if it's working fine or not. I'm just going to console.log this age, this dot new age, and let's see how it's working. Okay, so if I update my age, it is initially 0. I'm going to update it as 100. So you can see here that as I'm typing, the new age variable is updated automatically, right? Okay. Now what I want a button over here that as I click on this particular button, the age should be updated, whichever I'm displaying, right? So let's create a button as well. I'm going to create a button, or I can create a button like here, lightning hyphen button, and this button is going to have a label as update age, or I can say I can give the lightning input a label as enter new age, and I can give the button label as update age, right? So update age, and on click of this button I'm going to call a method which will be uh, I can say what can I say, because I have already used the update age method over here, so I can say that update original age, let's say original age. Okay, and I can close this button, right? So this button is having a label of update age and on click attribute of update original age, and I'm going to show this button as a card action, so I can add a slot attribute and I can give the value as actions, right? And that's it. So let's go to our JavaScript, and I'm going to define a new function here, update original age. Okay. Now we want to use the getter and setter to set up a new age, right? So let's see what are getter and setters and how we can set up the getter and setters to use here in our component, right? Okay, so I'm going to have a button here as update age, and it is going to update my age variable. So let's just see first of all the functionality without getter and setter, and then we'll set up getter and setter, and then we'll see what we can do with those. So without getter and setter, I can simply say that this dot age is equal to new age, right? This dot age is equal to this dot new age, and it will update my age. So let's say I'm having a cat and it is having an age as 1 year. So let me just add a year also here so that it will look good. 1 year or years, okay. So I can add a BR here as well, and that's it. Let's see. So my animal name is cat and the age is 1 year, and let's say I update the age to 20 and I click on update age. Now the age is 20 years. If I say here 200, now the age is 200 years, and I can add any value over here and it will update my age to that many number of years, okay. But let's say I want to add a validation that you cannot have more than kind of 20 years of age for a cat. So I should have a validation over here, right? So what can I do? I can define getter and setters for my age variable, and I can add the validation in those getters and setters. So that is the main purpose of getter and setter in any programming language, that you can add some validation or you can perform some operation as well. Let's say I'm saying that, but to add a getter and setter, I need to update this original variable first of all. So let's say this variable name is original age. Okay, so this is original age, and in HTML I'll just keep age, it is fine, but I'll use here a different variable which is named as original age, and I'm adding a getter here, and the getter is for age, and inside this I can simply return this dot original age. So I can simply return the original age variable from this age getter, and it will display the original age whenever I am referring to age, okay. And I think let's try this once. So I can simply say this dot original age here, and that's it. Let's see how it's looking. So in our component, age is initially 0, I can change it to 10, and age is 10 years, right? So whatever it is displayed, it is displaying me the age, and this age is returning nothing but the original age, right? Now I want to add a validation. For that I can define a setter. So I can simply say set age, and this age is going to receive a value, and now I can say that this dot original age is equal to value. So I can update my original age variable with the value, and in my update original age function, I don't need to update this original age variable directly. I can simply update this age variable which I have defined through my getter and setter. So I can simply say this dot age is equal to new age. So this will work whenever I'm doing this kind of statement like this dot age is equal to new age. It is automatically going to call my getter, sorry, call my setter, and it is going to give the new age in this value parameter, and then my original age will be updated. Let's try this once again, and then we'll see how we can add a validation. So if I say my age is 10 years and update age, it is updating the age to 10. If I say it's 100, update age, it is updating the age to 100 years, right? Now I want to add a validation, so I can do it simply in my setter. I can say that if the value is greater than 20, I can say that throw new error, and I'm going to throw an error that invalid age for a cat, okay. So in case my value is greater than 20, that is the value that I'm assigning to my age variable, or the age here is greater than 20, I'm going to throw a new error, and it will be saying that invalid age for a cat, okay. So let's see, I'm going to assign it 10 years, it is fine. I'm going to assign it 25 years, and it is not updating my age now. And if I see the console, I can simply see here that I'm getting an error, and the error is nothing but invalid age for a cat. So it is showing me an error that this is the age that you are setting is invalid for a cat, so you cannot set this particular age, okay. Okay, so this is how, I mean, you can add validations inside your setter if you are having a setter, okay. And in other cases, you can also do some other things as well. So, for example, let's say I don't want to add a validation out here, but I want to check whenever I'm kind of returning my age, right? So before this, I want to check that if this dot original age is greater than 20, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reinitialize this age to a new value. So I'm going to say this dot original age is equal to 20. So my age cannot be greater than 20 in any case, right? And then I'm going to return this original age. So I can add some kind of code in my getter as well to return the new value. Let's see how it's working now. So I have removed the validation and I have added a code to my getter. Okay, so my age is nothing but 0 right now, so I can set it to 10. Update age, the age is 10 years. If I set it to 100, update age, the age is 20 years. So at max, the value that I can set for my age of my cat is 20 years. I cannot set a age greater than 20, right? So this is how I mean even if you don't update the original variable, it's fine. You can simply kind of return 20 from here. It will also work. I can simply return 20. Let's run this once again. In case I'm setting my age as 10, it will return me 10. In case I'm setting my age as 25, it will return me 20. So my age cannot be greater than 20 years. So in both the ways, I mean, we are doing the same thing. Either you can add a validation in your setter, or you can check out in your getter that which value you want to return. So these getters and setters are basically used to constrain, or I can say to add some checks whenever you are setting a value for a variable and whenever you are getting a value for a variable. So we are not kind of exposing this original variable, but we are exposing our getter, and we are using our getter to set up a value, and we are using our setter to throw an error if required. So this is how getters and setters are defined in LWC and they are used, right? I hope you like this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video. All the code that is used in this tutorial will be available on the GitHub repository, and I'll share the link down in the video description. Let me know your feedback in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.